Hey guys, Tyler here, bringing you some Battlefield 3 action. Actually doing a benchmark almost of my newly acquired 660 superclocked 2GB card that I just purchased, upgrading from my old GTX 450 for me. And right now I'm running this on max settings, so all ultra. And so yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and play around a little bit of multiplayer, bit of rush mode, 32-player server. I'm actually terrible at this game. I've had this since the beginning, and have not put very much time into it. Wasn't a big fan of the whole origin / battle log thing, so kind of took me away from the game, and I got spawn killed. Don't know how I respawned. Maybe I got revived. I don't know. Right now I have my recording capped at 30 FPS, and it's kind of fluctuating between 27 to 30 FPS. Doesn't seem to want to go any lower. When I wasn't recording, I was getting around 40 to 50, sometimes 60 in some areas. But also, I'll put my specs at the bottom. You also have to keep in mind of your CPU. That's another thing that you know, if you have a better processor than me, like a Intel i5, Intel i7, you'll probably be able to run this game better. Hell, even your RAM's probably better. Everything else on my computer is about 3 years old. Even the 660 is going to be a year old this September. But I still run a lot of your games on max, like Total War, for example. I'm a big Total War fan. War Z, you know, easily rocks out of the park. My 450 was the same. But I figure if Battlefield 3 would be a decent benchmarking game, even though I think it's coming on. It's coming on 2 years. I think it's coming on 2 years old. 1 or 2, I can't remember. I think since Battlefield 4 is coming out soon, it's probably been 2 years, but I'm not exactly sure. And then Red Orchestra 2, I run with sub settings on Ultra, but I don't know if I could really max Red Orchestra 2. I haven't really tried because I like to actually play. Yeah, I play that game a lot, so I'll make a video, see if I can run that game in Ultra. But I can tell you, all this wind and this rain effects is something that I really didn't see because on my 450 I run this game on medium. Very well detailed. I'm not sure. Hold on, guys. I'm not sure what kind of settings Battlefield 4 is read. Damn it! I'm trying to find a grenade. I'm not sure what type of settings the Battlefield 4 is going to require. I'm not sure if it's going to be a big upgrade from 3. So if you're looking for that, you might want to get like a 680 or maybe even a 770, 780. Or hell, you get a Titan if you have $1,200 to spend. You'll be good for at least 5 years with that. But like I said, my CPU is a AMD 945 quad-core 3.0 GHz. I plan on overclocking that actually once I get a new CPU fan, which I plan on spending like a good almost $100 on a nice CPU fan. And then eventually down the road, I plan on getting an Intel i7. Fire coming from over there. Yeah, I was watching some Project Reality videos earlier, and I think I'm going to get Battlefield 2 and try out some Project Reality. But yeah, pretty much this is all this is, just playing some Battlefield, showing you guys how the 660 handles a Battlefield 3 tabbing. Let me bring up MSI after, or I can just bring up Speed Fan for that. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see this, but I'm bringing it up, but I'll show you the temperature. I'm sure it's kind of up there because I'm running this game in Ultra. I do have the fan speeds up to like 65%, I think. Alright, so my GPU, it's maxing at 52 degrees right now. Minimum's 52, at least on this boot because I restarted my computer and played the game. So my CPU is a bit up there too, but that has nothing to do. So, you know, it's a relatively decent card. Doesn't get too hot. Before I put the fan speeds up, though, it went up to 70 at the max. But even that's decent. Cards nowadays are able to handle higher heats. They're made for that. And the 660 is really well designed. The fan's really nice on there. Relatively small fan, but it's designed to be hotter than before. So. You can find this card priced at around $200. This, like I said, this is the EVGA NVIDIA GTX 660 superclocked 2GB version. There's the TI version, which you'll end up spending another $60 for an extra 10 FPS. So if that's something that you really, really like, that extra 10 FPS, I would go after the TI. Or you could just go for the 680 or something like that. 680, I think, is like $350. If you buy this, actually, I don't know if the sale's still on Newegg right now, but I got this for around $190 with it was on sale, and I also have a $25 rebate I have yet to use, so you minus the, that's 60. And then it also came with Splinter Cell Blacklist, the new Splinter Cell that's coming out August 20th. And also came with Splinter Cell Conviction, the last Splinter Cell that came out a year or two ago. So you say, let's say that game's 30 and Blacklist is going to be 50, 56, 70, $80 minus your already $160 price tag. I got this card for relatively cheap. So, even if it only does last me a year when it comes to being able to run games on really high settings. This will be able to run games on medium for a long time. 450 was still running games on mediums and stuff like that. It wasn't necessary to upgrade, although my 450 is extremely loud, so I wanted to upgrade for that reason. So 660 isn't very loud, although you might hear fans in the background. That's my actual fan. It's pretty hot in my room, so hopefully that's not bearing gameplay a little too much. But even without my actual fans running, from experience, I've had this card for 3 or 4 days now. I haven't heard it. It's been fairly quiet. Can I hit G? No, you can't. I don't play this game. Actually, I think, what was the button? Was it Z? I'm trying to figure out how to change the firing so I can single shot. I'm actually a medic, so I can actually go in and get these guys up. Oh, I see a grenade. I'm so bad with the controls. So this is rush mode, I think, but the map's relatively small. Oh, okay, never mind. I forgot how rush mode worked. You take objectives at a time. We have to take A and open up more with the map. I believe that's how it goes. Scar. Now we'll continue going with this. Yeah, guys, this is running really, really well. Like I said, ultra settings. And again, I'll put my specs at the bottom because if you have a better CPU and you plan on getting this card, you'll be able to get better FPS. Also, if you have better RAM, I think my RAM, I have 6 gigabytes. It's DDR3, but it's like 1333 MHz. So it's a bit dated RAM, 3 years old. I got a new power supply with this as well, but power supply doesn't want to seem to be working right now. It was $40 for a 700 watt, but it was on sale. It was normally $80, and I read the reviews, and it was kind of like a hit or miss power supply. Some people said it worked, some people said it didn't, so I figured I'd take the chance. It didn't work, so I'm going to go ahead and send it back. No big deal. So I may have to pay for the shipping to send it back. I'm not actually quite sure how that's going to work. I've never actually sent back anything to Newegg. Most of the things I bought Newegg, which is this whole entire computer and everything, everything's always worked. So I think it was, no, 4. Oh, come on, man. Wish you could, peek out in Red Orchestra. Make some Red Orchestra too, benchmark that game. Should run fairly fine on this, on max settings. I just never tried. Maybe even make some Shogun 2 gameplay, because I run that thing on max as well. However, due to my CPU, because the Total War games just in general very CPU intensive, so since my CPU isn't the greatest anymore, when I look at a bunch of units, my FPS goes down to like 20. So recording, that's like 15. So that's below playable. That's gonna be laggy when that happens. So I might have to put down the settings to high. I'm not exactly sure. I'll play around with it. Normally I get around 30 FPS non-recording on that when I'm maxing it out. But again, it's because of my CPU. Those graphics cards really handle most games, except for a few. I've heard that it doesn't really handle Metro Last Light on max very well. So we've got some hallway combat going on here. Pretty intense close quarter combat going on right now. Something I didn't really realize Battlefield had much of, other than that one map. I think it was actually Metro. I think the map's called Metro. I remember playing that when the beta was released. Oh. But yeah. So there's a lot of experienced players in this game. See the little eagle, which I think that's the max level, and then 39. I think that's like prestige mode. I never really understood how the whole ranking system worked after level 50 on this game. So yeah, we'll go for a little bit longer here. I figure maybe until the round's over. We have 60 more tickets, I believe. So depending how long that takes, I'm not quite sure. At least I think that means tickets right there in the left-hand corner. I don't know if it does in this game mode. I can't quite remember. Pretty sure it does. And then I plan I'll record some more Orchestra gameplay after this, a benchmark kind of thing. Maybe some Warzy after that, but Warzy, I was gonna play some Warzy earlier, but Knight's just such a pain to play at. Besides, the zombies are kind of glitchy right now. Oh, man, get that sniper. How do I? No, I don't want to do that. I really can't remember how to change my firing mode. Oh, G, you can throw a grenade with G. Didn't work last time. Get that med kit. 3, I think, is it? Yeah, there we go. I'll heal myself. Whoops. But yeah, this game looks beautiful. Damn. I was putting bullets into him and he still managed to get me. That's Battlefield for you. Geez, 100. Premium player. Not really sure what premium does other than give you all the expansions. See how many more tickets are left and we'll go from there. I don't even want to try sniping. I know I'll fail completely. We'll try this though. I like putting a lot of bullets down range. 43. So yeah, we'll go until I die next, which hopefully, it's probably going to be relatively fast. I see tracers down there. Let's see if I put some fire down range. Whoa. But yeah, I need to find a big map to play on. I feel like, big map with everything going on at once would be nice to see how well this runs on. However, I will go ahead and tell you with the heat that I have on here one more time. Did I X out of speed fan? Sorry guys. Go ahead, bring up speed fan one more time and tell you guys the max temperature. The max temperature was 52. Doesn't seem that it's not going over 52. CPU is another thing though. It's getting a bit hotter, but again, CPU card, so if you're just upgrading the graphics card, don't worry about my CPU heat. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this Battlefield 3 benchmark / just messing around. If you have any questions about this card, go ahead and ask them, or if you have any questions in general, I'll do my best to ask. Hopefully, this video turns out well, so I don't have to redo it. Anyway, guys, Tyler out.